Hey guys, it's Julie. I am the Penny Saving Mama. Just wanted to come back to you. I'm about to do my last batch of banana bread for the year. I still haven't done all that I need to do, but I've got to call it stop. I got to call it quits at some point, right? So just wanted to bring you along for the ride. I apologize for the noise in the background. It's a real house with real things going on. Sorry, my stand isn't working very well. Today we don't have the chess game as our stand for the tripod. We have empty egg cartons. So yes, like I say, nothing but the best for you guys. The best high quality equipment that you can find for free, right? Alright, let's see here what we got. I had it set up before. See if I can tighten that up a little bit. Okay. We'll see. Alright, so there's a couple of reasons why I like this recipe. Number one, it's good. I'm not liking that. Let's see if that'll work. I don't know. I originally got this recipe off All Recipes, and I love it because it was easy. It's 4 wet ingredients, 4 dry ingredients. Every time I make this, I do a double batch because I figure if I'm going to take the time to bake, I might as well get more bang for your buck and do as much as I can. I will say, even though I'm doing a double batch, I originally got the recipe from, like I said, All Recipes, but I never follow it exactly. So I'm going to do 3.5 cups of flour. I'm going to do 3 cups of sugar. So I like it because it tastes good. Number 2 is easy. Number 3, I'm not a baker. So let me put this flour up. It's 3.5 cups of flour. We have 3 cups of sugar. Now we know when you're cooking, and you guys know, I always say try something new, experiment, whatever the case may be, right? But in baking, you have to be more specific. You have to be more precise. Let me show you how precise I am with this recipe. Okay, so we have 1, oops, is that exact? No. Was that exact? No. Oh, is that a full cup? No, it's not. It doesn't have to be precise. I don't know what it is about this recipe. I have not been able to mess it up. There have been times I've used the wrong measurements, the wrong measuring cups on the liquids or the dry, and it still tasted good. I don't know what it is about this recipe. It's almost foolproof. And I can be a fool, so. So again, this is a double recipe, a double batch. And if you notice, I actually have 3 pans. Because by the time I start doing all my extra stuff, if I use just 2 loaf pans, one of those is smaller. I only have 2 bigger loaf pans, that's all I got. If I waited, I'm sorry, if I just used 2, by the time I get all my extra littles in there that I don't measure precisely, it ends up overflowing. So I end up with like 2.5 loaves, if that makes sense. So 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, ish. A little bit more. Alright. And then we're just gonna mix that up. And I apologize for if anything gets boring watching me stir, mix, squish, pop, roll, I don't know. Like I have said many times, I don't have time to sit down and learn how to edit and to sit down and edit. So this is just a real time how long this would take. I have also used, a lot of people have asked for this recipe and I've sent it to wherever. I'll try to learn how to pin it below. Alright, the dry ingredients are done. We're halfway there. People have asked me how right of bananas to use. I have used everything. I've used what you're about to see where they look black because I collect them in the freezer over the year. I have used them where they were almost green, and it always seems to work. I don't remember the exact count. I think it's supposed to be a cup per batch, so it would be 2 cups. I don't measure. I know that a cup is around 3 or 4 bananas, so if I have smaller bananas, I use more. If I use larger bananas, I use less. I don't know. I use around 7 bananas. If they're small, I might do 8. Right now I have 8 left in the sink because I thawed them out this morning. This is my compost pile. So I want that close. Also, people laugh at me when they see me do this. Yes, these are the nice right in the freezer for a year. I don't go at the top. I go at the bottom, rip off that black thing that sticks in. Then, this is really gross, but it adds extra sweetness. When you squeeze the banana out, you're not done. Go ahead and squeeze all that juice. Can you see that juice coming out? All that juice. So that's 1. I don't know why I'm counting because I'm just going to use whatever's in the sink. 1. And squeeze the juice. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's really gross looking. 2. 3. This one looks kind of deflated. It looks like it's been kind of smushed. So I think it might be good that we're using 8 bananas. There we go. 4. This one's deflated too. And squeeze all the juice out. 6. No, that was 5. This one's 6. So yeah, it's it is the easiest recipe, guys. I have people asking because they're used to getting it now. Now that spot just looks a little too gross, so I'm not gonna put that one in there. I don't mind bruises being in there, guys, but there's a difference between a bruise and just straight up nasty, right? Okay, we got 2 left. So I think this was 8 bananas, I said. I haven't been counting to make sure, but. And these are going to be really easy to smush up because they're already pretty much smushed. Let me rinse my hands, please. Perfect. Alright. So we have our bananas. They're really, really soft, so smushing them will take no time. Can you see that loveliness? Okay. Just smush it. Got a mashed potato masher, or a potato masher. The more you do, the less chunks you're going to have in your bread. If you like to see the dark chunks in there, great, because it does turn dark as it cooks. If you don't, then you may want to mix it a little bit more. Of course, you can add pecans, walnuts, whatever you want to it. I did not time this very well. Let me put these down on the table. Just like I've done with previous recipes, I wanted to show you the during, the process to make it, and then the after. The problem is I don't know how to edit, and I don't want you to sit here for an hour while it bakes. So I went ahead and did 1 batch I do need to check it, but they look like they're done. These are small loaves. I don't know if you can see these, but these are small loaves. I'll take the camera over when I'm done getting these in the oven. Excuse me one second, I just need to check them with a toothpick to make sure they're good. Of course, if you put the toothpick in and it comes out clean, it is cooked. Be careful where you step. Hey, can you pick those up? Yes. Don't throw it away. I said if you don't want it, put it on the table. Check her out, you might want it later. Are there more what?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Make sure you split it with your friend. I have the camera on, so you may not want to walk past here.
Huh?
Okay. Here.
Do you want more?
So, our spend the night guest is still here, so they are finishing up lunch. At least one of them is going to get seconds. All right. So there is the bananas. And now for the eggs. It's 2 eggs per batch. I'm doubling it, of course. So that's 4 eggs.
Do you still have the carrot slide out?
They're in the fridge. You want another carrot?
No, already does.
Oh, that's fine. 2.
That was weird.
Okay, just try to stay. There you go. There's carrots. And 4. Alright, now I can move the compost pile out of the way. And now, Nelda, the compost is ready for you to take out whenever you guys get done eating. Okay. Thank you. And you can put the orange peels in the compost too, Nelda, okay? Okay. So I put in 8 bananas, somewhere between 6, 7, 8, whatever your little heart desires, whatever your heart is telling you. Put that in. I put in 4 eggs, and now I'm going to put in a cup of, I'm using the 3rd cup because I use this for the oil and the buttermilk. Okay. I have 2 oils because I have one about to be open. I'm not a person. See that oil in the bottom? A lot of people look at that and say, "Oh, let's throw it away." I say no. Use it. Don't throw it away. Right there, that little bit in the bottom is almost a 1/3 of a cup. Okay. So see, that's going over. I don't care. 1, it went over 2. The recipe just says oil 3. I just use canola because it's what I had on hand. It does not specify. Oops, too much buttermilk. Am I going to worry? No, I'm not. I'm not going to worry at all because it's going to be fabulous. All right. Get the lid on there so I don't spill it. Get the lid on the oil so I don't spill it. Alright, so now I'm just going to mix up the wet ingredients. I'm just trying to break whatever the yolks right now. It's easier to mix it after the yolks have been broken already. You know what's funny is I've been doing some of these videos and people are like, why are you just cooking if you're the penny saving mama? Because I'm trying to feed my family good food real food. Is this the best? Is this the healthiest food? Oh no, not at all. This is also Christmas presents. Still, these are going to be going to our neighbors, and the little ones are going to our neighbors. I did not get enough made to stock up for the entire year, so we have a few in the freezer, but not a lot. But a lot of times making stuff yourself, even if it's not, even like the cookie mix that the girls made last night, it was out of a box. But it was cheaper than going to Crumble to buy, 6 cookies for $20 or whatever it is. $24. I don't even remember. We went one time and we had a gift card, but we didn't know how much the gift card was. We were a little surprised with the cost. I knew they would be expensive because it's a niche item, and it's like a special occasion type thing where you would spend more. But woo, I was not expecting that. Now I'm just mixing my wet into the dry. I'm gonna put this in the sink. Let it start to soak. Put this back in the fridge. Now I still have some buttermilk left, about that much. So I'll probably just make a big batch of pancakes. Because I still have a lot of flour left as well. Just because this is my last batch of banana bread for the season, I did not get through all my ingredients. I still have 2 bags of flour, a bag of sugar, so we can still do some baking. Still have some of the buttermilk. There is not a time limit on incorporating this stuff. I don't think, I've never seen it to where you can stir it too much and it gets dry or too thick or anything like that. It's a very moist banana bread, and I think a lot of it has to do with the temperature. You cook it low and slow. So I want to say, it's been so long since I've actually looked at the recipe, it's 325 degrees, and I want to say it says to cook it for like 45 minutes. I have not found that to be the case. Those little loaves take right at an hour. My middle-sized loaf takes about 65 minutes, 65, 68 minutes, and then my larger loaves take about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 25 minutes. It just kind of depends. But 325 for a long time. How about that? Try to make sure it's all off the sides, all off the bottom, and those little nooks and crannies. And that is your batter. I have plenty of pecans I could have put in here, but I'm honestly just trying to get it done. I've already washed my hands like 10 times. I'm not worried about touching the fork. Alright. And I just washed them again because I didn't want the oil on my hands. Alright. I know that the big ones take about 3 cups, and my medium one takes about 2 cups, give or take. It may take a little bit more, a little bit less. So I usually just do one in each of the big ones and then start going in the row. You notice I did not spray my bread pans. I think it's because there's enough oil in the recipe that you don't have to. That would be my guess. I mean, it still sticks some, but it never sticks to where it's falling apart and you can't get it out. You'll have a little residual on the bottom and on the sides. That's normal. When my husband asked me about the channel and why I'm doing this, he was telling me I didn't need to do budgeting and budget meals and trying to find healthier, real food meals for your family. I just got that one everywhere. That just means I'll be washing my hands again in just a second. And he told me I didn't need to do that because everybody's doing that right now. And I know a lot of people are doing that. Budget meal shopping, budget meal cooking. But I think mine's a little bit different than a lot of people because a lot of people have homesteads, are at home all day, and you know, I work full time. So I'm not saying it's any harder or any easier, but it's just different situations, different circumstances, so you're going to have different challenges. Anyway, he wanted me just to do banana bread. I'm like, well, I can't do a whole channel on banana bread. Can't do that. Once I make it one time, what else am I going to do? And then they started doing like the Forrest Gump thing. Oh, you could do everything banana. Just have a banana channel. You could do banana chips, banana milkshakes, banana pies, banana cookies, banana. I'm just like, oh my goodness. He said, I bet no one has a channel on just bananas. I'm like, probably right. And I thought about it. I'm like, well, no, there probably is a channel somewhere out there for bananas. Nelda? If you want to clean this bowl, you can. Get a spoon if you want it. If not, I'll get it washed. Alright, so now I'm going to get this in the oven. You guys can see this as I'm getting caught on the eye of getting caught on the eye again. See those? That's our banana bread. And I'll put it in for 65 minutes for that smaller loaf. Alright, now let me take you to, sorry, lighting's atrocious as always. The table. Here are the loaves that I made earlier. I put these in for a couple extra minutes, so they're extra dark, but they're still really, really moist. Hey Nelda, do you want a piece of warm banana bread that just came out of the oven? Oh, you're still eating the other stuff? Okay. I'm like, she never says no to banana bread. Okay, that's it, guys. That's where we are today. Banana bread, 101, the easiest recipe in the world. That was a double batch. So 3.5 cups of flour and 3 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 4 eggs, 6, 7, 8 bananas, whatever ripeness you want, and a cup of oil and 2/3 cup of buttermilk, and that's it. Mixture dry, mixture wet, mix it together, and you're good to go. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless.